Hey guys, this is Tara of Kittens Week
Hi.
Girl. And I'm joined by my friend Steph from
Hi,
Journal de Femme
everybody.
Moderne, Spirituelle Steph. And I am going to interview her today. So before we get started, I just want to remind people that my Wally's World Oracle is available on my website and now available on Etsy. So definitely check it out. I have my Etsy listing. However, on Etsy, there isn't free shipping, but if you head to my website, there is free shipping all around the world because it's Wally's World. So just wanted to plug that. And this Friday, which is tomorrow, well, we're filming this on a Thursday, so Friday's tomorrow for you guys. I will be mailing out everybody who backed me on Kickstarter and then trying to get my pre-orders all sent out. So I'm super excited.
Yes,
All right.
I can't wait.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to click on this thing. I think it's called screen share. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, never mind. I was just playing with buttons. Okay, so I would like to have my friend Steph do most of the talking. So I want to ask you, Steph, first of all, what do you have a YouTube channel, and what's it about?
Okay, so yeah, first I have created that channel for giving some advice, giving some knowledge, some stuff that I know and I wanted to share. It's just starting like that. And after that, I was interested by cards, by other stuff. And so I wanted to share more and more stuff. So it's been now 2 years ago, like almost 3 years ago, that I got my channel. And yeah, it's great. It's a lot of exchanges, sharing, and it's so cool because I can know some people all over the world. And yeah, so my channel now is more sorry, but it's too hot right here. I you know me. But yeah, my channel now it's more about reviews of decks, tarot cards, oracle cards, the normal cards too. It's about guidances. Sorry for the pronunciation. um, Guidances that I'm doing for zodiacal signs for the month. I'm doing like daily guidances too. I'm doing also some reviews about books because I love reading. It's one of my other passions. so so yeah, I think this is it. And sometimes I'm doing some challenges, some tags about tarot or about books. It depends. And it's only in French? No. A little bit on in English sometimes. When I'm doing some tags, I like to speak English and to improve my English.
Okay, yeah, well, and I know that I've jumped in on a lot of your tags as well.
Thank
They're
you.
fun. So yeah, I mean, like she said, most of her channel, yes, is in French, but she does do a few things in English here and there, and probably gets a lot of practice with English with me because we talk like every single day on Viber. We're always sending messages back and forth and videos and pictures so that we can keep in touch. And, I think it's really cool that, people can do that now, whereas, people couldn't really do that before except by mail, like mailing a letter and have to put the pictures in the mail. And then like 2 weeks later, you get your letter.
Yes, yes. No, yes, it can help. Internet can be cool.
Okay, so what part of the world do you reside in? You speak French. Does that mean you're from France or where?
No, not from France. I I'm living in Belgium. I'm living in Belgium, and in Belgium we speak three languages. Yeah, we speak French, Dutch, German, German,
Uh-huh.
and Netherlands. Not sure. Maybe in English, but yeah. So I'm living in Belgium. It's not my favorite place in the world, but there are some stuff to do and stuff to see. If you want to come one day, it can be interesting. But mm,
I think you've told me before your places in the world that you would like to be someday.
Italy, San Diego, south of France. Mm,
Hmm.
yeah, I think that. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so, well, yes, I do have to visit Belgium someday. Maybe, we'll go to Brussels, we'll go to the big city, and then maybe come to Gili and come see like your house. And
Yeah.
oh, that reminds me, in my channel, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, the kittens in Kittens, Weights, and Tarot is my Wally, who I started off with, and now we have Loki. So I have two furry boys in the family, and I believe that they do help me with my magical practice, my spiritual practice. And do you have such an animal?
I have an animal, and it's a turtle, and it's Sam, and Sam is a ninja turtle actually. So this is not really. It's more about grounding me, because yeah, she's doing some incredible stuff sometimes. She's just climbing on my legs, climbing everywhere. So I think that she want maybe to go upstairs to see the sky and to get that celestial energy, but no, she's not really watery. This is like a Tyrian turtle. I don't know because maybe a mix. I don't know. But this is my turtle. I love it, and it's really interesting to see the relation between my turtle and I. Uh, they really can't help me, with energetic healing or other stuff, but she helps me to connect more with animals, more and more, and to try to understand her fully, entirely. So yeah.
Yes, and Sam tends to get into quite a bit of trouble. She's usually sending me video, and Sam's trying to make like a break for it.
Yeah.
Sam's tripping her mother, like she's like knocking things over. During Christmas, she was trying to climb the Christmas tree, like just
Yeah.
being like her average turtle. Okay, so as you can see, Steph is fanning herself because it's pretty freaking hot in Belgium
Yeah.
right now. She said that she had us beat a couple of days ago in Fahrenheit. It was 108 degrees for her, where it was 98 degrees here. And I was doing yard work, and I'm like, and it's warm right now. It's only for me. It's like almost 9:30 a.m. and it's probably almost 90 degrees. And what do I have? Hot tea. Yes, I have green green tea with mushroom, and it's nice and hot for my almost 90-degree weather.
Impossible for me. Impossible, girl. No. I'm melting right now.
I remember when I was in Italy, that's all we had was the fans. It's just
Yeah.
I
Fresh
still
air, please.
yes. Okay, so I have another question for you.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of wonderful things on your channel, and and I've been, happy to be your friend for the past, was it like 2 years now? Maybe two.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think like 2 years, and had like a lot of spiritual talks. We always share our daily draws and things like that. But what I want to know, and what I probably already know, but I want everybody else to know is how did you first get into tarot cards, oracle cards, and is that something that is popular in your area?
Hmm. No, no, not at all, actually. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't like to say that, but I don't know how to say that. But here, people are not specially open minded to esoteric stuff, spirituality, and personal development. So this is hard to find people like you, like other people that like that area. But yeah, so it's not so obvious in Belgium. And uh, how I have been to into tarot cards and oracle cards. It's thanks to my one of my friend that I have met at the yoga course, and one day we have talked, and I was really down that time because it's like wow, um 5 or 6 years ago, yeah, 6 years ago right now. Um i i have uh, I had a burnout, I was really down. And so in my yoga courses, I have met um, I have met Valerie, one of my friends, and she has told me that she was doing some energetic healings, and maybe she can help me. So I have accepted, and after that, she introduced me to that word, and I was so happy because I get already some stones that I have bought like when I was 16 years old, So I was like, wow, wow, and fairies and stuff like that. And after she has introduced me, the Oracle of the Ascended Masters from the Virtue. And so, yeah, I wanted to put a card like every time I was going to her house, and we spending time talking about spirituality, about personal development and stuff like that. And after that, I wanted to get mine, get mine oracle deck. So I have begun with oracle cards, and after I have begun with tarot cards. So yeah, it's been now like, yeah, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think it's good that people hear how other people get started, and especially for you, like you said, in your area, like tarot and oracle, and like a spiritual business is not something that's super popular in Jilly or Charleroi. It's like,
No.
whereas here in San Diego, everybody's a little more relaxed and laid back, and so people really don't care like what you
Yeah.
do. Like they don't care if you're Catholic, Episcopalian, Buddhist, atheist, you read tarot cards, you talk to dead people. Like they really don't care. Everybody's just kind of laid back here. I know in different parts of the United States, it's a little different. If I was maybe, in where some of my family stays, like in Arkansas, I probably wouldn't be so open in certain parts of like Arkansas, but I know that there are parts of Arkansas that are like, okay, but I know there's like little pockets around the US where it's like, you might want to keep more in the
Yeah.
closet, or people feel they need to. So it's interesting to see, that it's, not something that's totally big in your area, but you're still able to, get into it, and you're still able to make a spiritual business out of it, which is
Yeah.
cool. And yes, my first oracle deck was the Ascended Masters oracle, by
Hey,
Doreen Virtue. So Cosmic Sisters.
that's my sister, of course.
So yeah, and so when I was a kid, I mean, it was like there were people that had tarot cards and stuff like that. I mean, like not my family, but like in other people's families. So it's not something that was, like totally foreign to me, and not
Mm.
like super unaccepted or anything. It's now I think more accepted like in my area, but it was not really unaccepted either. It was
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
okay. My next question for you. So okay, so that's kind of how you got into it. You said that on your channel you do, you know, your daily guidances, but you also do like energetic healing. So how did you go from tarot and oracle cards to like healing?
Yeah, one time again, it's thanks to my friend Valerie, because it was like my only spiritual friend that I got at that time. So um, I can talk with her, and uh, I have first down energetic healings before reading cards. Um, y- yeah, yes. I got like some oracle cards for me, and then I just pulled a card for get for getting an advice, some stuff like that, but not so much, you know. And so I have begun with the energetic healing, and of course, before I have learned about the body, you know, the energetic body, all the like the causal body, the etheric body, you know. Um, the mental body and so on. And of course after that I got some formation courses about chakras, you know, about, yeah, I have learned, I have practiced with some other people, you know. This not stage, no, not stage, no. I haven't got the right word, you know. I mean formation, you know, like when you learn something, a course. This is a course.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
course. Mhm.
Not complicated stuff, huh? So yeah, I have learned like the crystals too, you know. I got some certificates, you know, and after I have decided to help people myself. And I don't know, when I have noticed that I got that energy for healing. First, I have healed myself, of course, you know, because I had a burnout. So, of course, I need to clear me, cleanse me, and what was wrong and so on. But after that, you know, I have practiced and I have some experience with other people, and I have noticed that I can canalize. This is canalize. That
Uh,
you know, when you received some messages, you know.
yeah, you could just say you receive, you know, messages.
Okay.
Or
So yeah, I just received, you know, the information about, oh, you know, the chakra of that person, that it's not really okay. This is the solar plex, the solar plexus, you know. And I get the information before going and touch the person, you know. It was so spatial and weird. I was excited, but I was afraid, you know. And after that, you know, I have continued to learn more and practice more. And after I have decided to be an energetic healer, you know. And sometimes I'm using crystal, sometimes not. Sometimes I can use my Tibetan bowl, some music, you know, like 400 no, 432 hertz, you know. That's it's the sound of the nature of the earth planet. And you know, I put that music, I put some incense, if people are okay with that, or some essential oil. It depends, you know. And I always put a candle for the light. And after I'm working.
I know that you mentioned that, you know, the first thing you did was to heal yourself because you said you were, you know, in a burnout mode. Um, so maybe what a little bit did that look like? Because I know there's a lot of people out there who probably may want to try a little bit of that themselves because, you know, everybody could use a little bit of healing. Even the people who seem the most perfect, you know,
Yeah.
can use a bit of healing. So what, I know this would probably take a long time, so maybe just kind of condense, like, what did you do, like, you know, to help yourself out?
Oh, first friends help a lot, you know. to motivate you. Yes, because you can feel that you are not alone, and that people as being through that stuff too in another way. Maybe it was not a burnout, other stuff, accident or stuff like that, but yeah, they can motivate you, they can give you some good vibes, to stand up, my friend. You can do this, you can pass through that, it will be okay. So yeah, first I will say good friends, that you can count on it when you're crying, when you're smiling, and it's very important. And what else? It's a lot for me. What helped me? It's a lot of introspection. I need to know why I was in that mood. Why I was depressed. So I have to check inside me, and it's not easy to do that. And it's a work that continues. Not now because I'm not depressed anymore, but I mean, sometimes we get some like not good days, and we have to go inside to see what's wrong now, why I'm feeling like that.
Mhm.
So I have done a lot of work, of like dark work. How say shadow work? Yeah,
Shadow work. Uh-huh.
shadow work. So yeah, I have done a lot. I have worked with essential oil, to elevate my vibrations, like orange oil, rose oil for comforting me. It was very helping for me. Uh, I have done some meditations. I have done some Ho'oponopono time. I get
Mhm.
some Ho'oponopono time to forgive myself about some stuff, about some anger that I got in me at that time, and sometimes that I got now. I need to accept. And so yeah, I've done some meditation um, at a certain way. Oh, your wishes. This is not the way that we say that. Yeah, in French we say wish when you are.
Oh, I was sneezing. Yeah.
Yeah, when you are sneezing. We say like um at your wishes. I don't know. I can't really translate, but it's like you can do a wish when you sneezing. Yeah, I know. Belgian people, So the
Well,
master.
yeah,
So
we would just say like bless you or like by
yeah.
or like my well or other people would say salud, salud, bless
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Or
okay.
my aunt is always salud amor dinero.
Okay. Yeah, another one. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. To come back. So yeah, I have done. Sorry, you know me. I'm natural, so people can know me another way. um, and yeah, I have done a lot of mandalas. Yes, I have. I got that book, that mandala book, and coloring was very helping me too. And sometimes I wanted to put all stuff in black. Like that anger that was in me. But it was very interesting, and it was very good for me at that time. Uh, um, what else? What else? I have read some books that was very interesting about depression, and about like go out of that depression. Um, I try to remember the most, but it's been a long time now. So mm, and yeah, when I was doing that introspection work, sorry. um what I wanted to say. Hmm. This is the whole, the whole, the whole. Oh, I don't remember what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, guys. This is the hot weather right here. I have sometimes, to share with you guys. But yeah, I have read some some books about personal development, to help myself to be in a better mood, and it it has been a long way, I have to say. It was day by day and step by step. And actually, even if I'm in a good mood, I continue to work on myself, and this is important, to work on yourself the most you can,
Mhm.
to understand ourselves and to understand other people.
I think what some people think that, like, if they receive a healing, or if they do like the healing work, and they say, okay, well, I've been, I did this, this, and this, I should be fully healed now, like I will never be depressed again, or I will never be angry again. And that's not what it
No.
is. You can get yourself out of a really dark place, and you can be more aware of
Yeah,
when you're going into that place again, than before. Whereas before, I think people are like, oh, I don't know why I feel this way. I don't know why. And I think now, when you do a lot of self work, you know why, but it doesn't mean it goes away. It's like a
yeah.
lifelong, you gotta work on
Exactly,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. We have to pay attention to ourselves and our mood, and experiences and of life sometimes are intense. So we have to deal and to just figure it out what we are going to do right now. How can I, and I, but yeah, how can I deal with that? Even if it's, yeah, it's a day by day, I think, work.
And I think people need to be more open with all their emotions. I know we have what's called positive emotions, negative emotions, but they're a balance, just like yin and yang, light and dark. Like, we need both. So if people are feeling sad, or people are feeling angry, I think it's good if people express it in a constructive way. Obviously, don't go screaming at people and don't go hitting people, but
Yeah.
um, find an outlet to release those emotions, and not feel bad. Like, oh man, that's me when I'm a bad person. You're not a bad person. You just were angry, or you just were sad. So I think, people need to just be more open about it, and find ways to do that healthily. You know, a healthy way of
Yes.
of releasing sadness, and a healthy way of releasing, anger and depression, and things like that.
Mm. Mhm. Yeah, it's important to get that balance, because we are not only light, we are darkness too, and we have to deal and balance both. So yeah.
And you know what I was just noticing as I was thinking light and dark? Your top, you have a black and white top.
No, this is my bra just under.
Well, it looks like a second top. Okay, you didn't have to tell everybody it's your bra.
Yeah, me. Sorry, people. This is natural me, authentic me. you know. Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay, back into interview mode.
Yeah.
Whew,
Can
whew.
focus
Okay.
myself.
Okay, let's see. What was I gonna do for? I was gonna ask you. Oh, have you ever had a? Was there ever like a big event or something that happened, in your life, something big that changed your perspective on how you see things? Or have you always had the perspective that you have now? Was it a gradual progress, like progressive perspective, or was there something that, like, boom, kind of
Mm,
changed everything?
yeah, it was a boom. Yes, totally. Because I get an accident, a car crash, like 6 years ago, and just before I was awake to some stuff like the law of attraction law, and I was open to some affirmative sentences and stuff like that. Some, yeah, but it was yeah, it was not my life before. I was not aware about my spirituality, and it was progressive after that car crash. So yeah, it was a boom, and after progressively I got some stuff on my way that helped me to understand it, to awake myself, and yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you said so the crash was about 6 years ago, and you said it was about 6 years ago when you started getting into tarot and oracle, and
Yeah,
got to talking to
yeah.
Valerie, at the
Mhm.
yoga place. So okay, so that kind of like all kind of coincided, and I think
Yes, yeah,
that law of attraction you were talking about, you were in need of healing and working on yourself, after obviously a very traumatic accident.
yeah,
And, universe brings you people and the tools that you need to help yourself. So
yeah.
now you help others. So what, what services do you do for other people? I know you have your YouTube channel, but like what, like do you do like online stuff for people? Do you just help, like, do you do some services for people in your area, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm doing so energetic healings, of course, in my area, and I'm going in the house
Mhm.
persons, you know,
Mhm.
um, and I can do energetic healing by distance. It's totally possible. I can do that. I'm doing some how to say reading cards? No.
Card readings.
Yeah, I can do some client readings, and for that, it's possible. I'm doing like I can go, at the client's house, no problem. But I'm doing generally with some video.
Mhm.
People just talk to me about their problems, and ask me the questions. And when I get all the information, I'm doing a video with the client reading, and I send to the client. I'm doing also some, I don't know, some purification of some spaces,
Oh,
uh,
okay, like
you
space
know.
clearing.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm doing that sometimes. It's not my specialty, but I can do it. So when people ask me, it's not a problem. So I have already, for example, cleansed, yeah, I have cleansed a hair, not a hairdresser, but yeah, a hairdresser place,
Mhm.
So and yeah, I can do that. What else? What else? I don't know if I can share that with people, because it can be intrusive in a certain way. So I'm doing that only if it's urgent for the people.
Mhm.
Sometimes, so not sometimes, if you send me a picture with a person, I can connect with the energy of of that people, and to say a lot of things. Tack, 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 tack. It's like that, like that, like that, like that, and I get a lot of information about that people. So sometimes it can help some people, but it can be intrusive because you don't ask the people, to go in their energy. So yeah, it can be. But yeah, and I am. I can cut the fire. I don't know if it's the right words. With my hands, when somebody is hurting himself with the heat, I can
Mhm.
cut the fire on
Okay,
the skin.
like the
Yeah,
intense energy.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you've mentioned, well, obviously you're very gifted, and I do believe a lot of people have. Everybody has gifts, outside of our normal five senses. And for me, I've always said that it's very natural. It's just a part of being a person on this planet, just like animals have that extra sense, and it's meant to aid them in their survival and being aware of their environment. And I believe we have it too. And everybody has their own like specialities, and that's just because we all have different talents. Some people are good artists, and some people can run
Yeah.
track really fast, you know. um,
Yeah.
but I also believe people can develop, you know. So I always put things in terms of athletics because I was an athlete. So I always say, like, maybe you are never going to be an Olympic athlete because you don't have like that born with that
Nope.
talent. But Olympic athletes still have to train hard, and people can train hard and still go really far when it comes to running. You know,
Yeah.
same thing with, I think, um, you know, our gifts that we have. You know, that you can work really hard and actually develop them pretty well. So, what would you say is your strongest ability, your strongest gift?
What I would say about mine, mine psychic
Yeah, your
ability.
strongest one. Like, is it more your ability to heal? Is it more your ability to receive messages? Is it
Mm,
talking to spirit? Is it like?
okay, okay, yeah, yeah, I get it now. um, uh, I think and I can feel that it's more about healing. Yeah, about healing with my hands, lovely hands. And to share information with people like a teacher, you know.
Mhm.
uh, and um, and in third, the third part, if I can say that, um, it's about receiving the information, you know, to, yeah, to receive. So yeah, I think this is the three most intense psychic abilities that I got. uh, yeah.
And then just kind of maybe for fun, you know, because I know that sometimes you do feel spirit. Do you have any crazy story for us, like a quick little crazy story when it about spirit?
I got one, but it's not so crazy. It's okay, I think. For me, it was okay. No, I got one weird, but it depends. I got a light one and I got an intense one. Which one?
We can do a balance. We can do light and dark.
Okay, okay. So for the light experience, it was I was at a yoga course with my friend Valerie, and I was next to a blind woman, you know, and she was blind like since she was born, and no problem with that, you know. She We were doing our exercises, and at one moment we were on the floor, and we have to open our arms and to put our hands on the floor like that, you know. And my hand has fallen down on her hand, you know, like that. I have just, you know, I've just j'ai laissé. I just leave my left. I've just left my hand on her hand, you know, no problem, you know. And after I have continued the course, but I don't know, I was feeling weird, spatial. It was like not really me, you know. My attention was not really entire. I was like, it's weird, but I have continued the end of the course. And after that, I have realized that I got the it was the shadow of that woman that was with me, you know. And it's always like, usually entities, it's rare, you know, but when an entity follows me, she puts she I don't know, like the entity puts herself like on my skin just here, and this is so like I can sometimes I can't reach, you know. This is very weird, and I have felt that in the car, you know. The course was finished, and I was like, wow, this is very weird, you know. This is very weird. No, not an entity, because I got another experience, so I know that it was like not, yeah, I think it was the shadow maybe of that woman, not really an entity, you know. um but yeah, so I just come back home and I have called Valerie, and Valerie, I have explained, the story. And after that, she said to me, that woman is blind, since her birthday. So she has felt your light and she wanted the light, unconsciously. So after that, I have to cut the link with that woman, and after it was okay. So it was the light experience.
Mhm.
So yeah, and after the more intense one, it was when uh, I'm I get a friend before. I have already told about my friend Cindy,
Mhm.
and because now we are just not speaking each other, but before, I was always like once per week, I was going to her home and we were chit chatting about like spirituality stuff, experiences. But she is, how to say, when you help people to go to the other side, you are a soul.
Yeah, you help them cross, or you help them, cross over, go into the light.
There is no
You're
name
like a
for that.
guide,
How?
kind of like a guide, like you
A
guide them
guy?
over.
Yeah, okay. Because yeah, here we got a name in French, so I was thinking maybe there is a name, like a soul crosser. I don't know,
Maybe there's a fancy name. I just say
Yeah,
help people cross
yeah.
over.
Okay. Okay. So she yeah she was guiding people to go after their death, in the other side. So but that time I was sick, I was a little bit sick. I was beginning to sneeze, to get, I was like cold, my hands were cold, and I didn't know like what, yeah, what, when maybe I was just like a little bit sick, like the flu, maybe, I don't know, it was very weird. And I have realized that when I am weak like that, and it was the first time because, how to say, her house is a portal. So, it's a very big portal, and there is portals like in different places in her house. So sometimes there were a lot of entities that was passing, it was like, wow. And sometimes it was okay, but I have felt more that time because I was weak, and I was beginning to be sick. So I have felt like all the entities passing through me, like I was, like I was transparent, translucid,
Uh-huh.
and entities like loud, foo, foo, foo. Oh, it was so horrible. I have to say horrible, and more, I putting some blankets, around me, and the worst it was, so I was like, it was the flu, the illness, or no, it was really the entities that like enjoy the weakness, and it was no, je n'ai pas pu. I couldn't have stayed there. I have to translate in my mind. I couldn't have stayed there, and I come back home, and after it was okay. But yeah, in the place it was horrible, because it was like more than almost 20 entities that were passing through me, like one after one, and each time it was like I got, yeah, of course, like some, I don't know. It's really hard to describe, when this is about spirituality and some stuff sometimes. But yeah, it was like the worst maybe experience that I can live. But I don't. I'm not sure. Maybe I get another one, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I have, well, of course I have, tons of stories, but I always like, now that I see spirit differently, before, when I was like a little kid, like even though I was aware of spirit, like I liked ghost stories, I liked to be scared, and it was something to be scared, of. And now that I'm older and I work with spirit, like I can't like super scary movies I can't watch anymore. Like I don't know, I can't watch them because like for me, a lot of those movies, it's like, but that's not how spirit is, and I
Yeah.
don't like to be scared like that anymore. And and I almost feel bad, making up like, well, not making up, but like perpetuating scary stories just for
Mhm.
sensation and to be scary
Mhm.
when really they're just people. I mean, some of them were people, not all of them, but
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
them
because
were.
yeah, I remember. And I can, if I can, I'm I invite people, that will see that video to see, but I don't know which video is about you and a story that you have told to us. It was in a live chat, I remember, and
Mhm.
it was about a girl, and that it was not really an entity, and it was related by the earth. I don't remember exactly, but uh, she was very haunted, and the entities nourishes with her energy.
Oh
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
yeah.
that was at my friend's place up in Murrieta. Um, she had a friend who wanted her house cleared, and yeah, she had an entity at the house, but there was this like earth entity that was feeding off the little girl's energy. Um, you know, and yeah, that was a freaky story.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
yeah,
but there's a
if you
lot going on.
yes, so but
Yeah.
if you want, guys, a story like that, it's on her channel, and it's on a live chat. I don't remember which one, but
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, it was interesting,
It's one of the live chats, and
Yeah.
I have a live chat like every Saturday at 10:30. Oh, and Steph does live chats too. When do you do your live chats?
Um, in the time in Belgium, it's the same that you, I think, in San Diego. I This is the Saturday on 10 a.m.
Okay, so 10
Belgium
a.m. Belgian time.
Belgium time. So for you, it's in the past. Uh, but yeah, but this is not all like all Saturdays. Sometimes it's just one per month. It depends. For the moment, it's just I have realized that it's just for the favorites, the favorites of the month. Sometimes it's about a theme, a subject, that I want to talk, but it's not like every Saturday.
Okay. And I don't want to make this too lengthy, although I always enjoy long videos because I like to
Me
listen to them
too.
like while I'm cleaning or I'm doing stuff. I like to like listen to long YouTube like talky videos in the background. Um, so I know that you are, obviously very talented when it comes to your healings and when it comes to your tarot and oracle readings. Um, Quickly wanted to ask you, what does your daily tarot practice look like?
Mm. It's not really complicated, I have to say. This is simple. Uh, I just taking a tarot, an oracle, and maybe another deck. Sometimes it's two, sometimes it's three, sometimes it's four. It can depend. And I just pull my cards of the day, and to know about the principal energies that will be along my day. And after that, I'm just written in my beautiful mermaid cut uh,
Yay!
tarot journal. Yeah, and I'm just writing, like what cards I got, and after I can remember. And this is cool about that, because I'm doing like that. This is a table. No, how say
Yeah,
that?
it's like a chart.
Yeah, a chart. Yeah, I'm doing that chart, and I can see like, oh, I got like such a pentacles, such a major arcana. So yeah, it's very helpful. And this is about the tarot cards and the reading cards. And after I explain to you my day, and I can, just realize the cards that I got and the energy that was related or not about the day. I think this is my practice, for the cards. When this is about just pull a card, but sometimes, of course, I'm doing challenges, with you and stuff like that. But daily, this is just pull cards. Sometimes I'm choosing a crystal, but it's rare because I'm keeping some crystals on me. And generally, I keep them for 2 weeks. Sometimes it can be very long. And here I got the crystal one, the quartz crystal,
Oh,
and I got my eye tiger. So yeah, but I think this is it, for the tarot cards ritual.
okay, well, maybe to finish this off, do you want to do a quick reading first, just like a little general reading?
Yeah, for the people, all the people that watching that video. Okay, okay. I will use that thanks to you because I like it so much. Yeah, I have fallen in love with that deck. This is the Lisa Frank inspired Oracle deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, just a message, like that for people that will watch that video, the day that will watch the video.
I'm gonna pull one card to go with your cards.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll let you pull your cards first.
Excellent, guys. For me, it was totally that, and I think for you, I hope, this is time to party.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, of course, people, you are watching that video. I hope that you have enjoyed that video, that it was like a party for you, talking about spirituality and stuff like that, personal development. But just enjoy yourself every day because this is very important. So, yeah, time to party, guys, every time.
Okay, so I had to look in my guidebook just to make sure I pronounced this place real quick. Hold on, let me click on my video. Okay, here we go. So ooh, gold foil on the card, so pretty. So this is called Nu'uanu Poly Lookout in Oahu, Hawaii. I knew it was in Hawaii. I just wanted to make sure like what the actual name of the place was. So where Steph's card is time to party. I think this is a little bit of like looking at your roots and self-reflection. And I think you can party with that too. I think
Yeah.
if you are kind of grounded in knowing kind of what your roots are, where you came from, even if where you came from is not like has like the best stories,
Mm,
even if you have like kind of a more a darkened past, it's still good to kind of know where you came from so that you can move forward and party in the life that you have now. So
yeah.
uh,
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that two cards can be very complementary. Very, yes, they are very complementary. Yep.
yeah,
Great.
so be solid in where you came from and then party hardy, Marty.
Yep.
Okay, so I thank you, Steph from Journal du Femme Moderne et Spirituelle Steph.
Yeah, good
Uh,
French.
So that is her channel. I will make sure that I will link her channel down below. Like she said, most of what she does is in French, but she does do some English videos from time to time, or videos in English from time to time, not English videos. So she's not like having high tea, but they are in English sometimes. So definitely go check her out. She is my cosmic sis. She is one of my besties. I do talk to her every day, and it's been a joy, having her in my life, somebody that I can talk to about my spiritual stuff. Not that I don't have, maybe some other people to talk to, but she's like the one that I kind of understands what I'm saying,
Oh,
which is
I'm
funny.
red right now. Oh, yeah.
So it's like, we both were, we both have two different native languages, yet like she's the one that understands me the best. So
I have to say thank you, Tara, for that video. It was so interesting to do, and thank you so much to be in my life too, because this is the same for me actually. We are cosmic sister, this is just that we are living at the other side of the planet, but we don't care because now we got internet. And yeah, this is I'm feeling the same for you, Tara, because I can speak of like when I'm sad, when I'm angry, when I am happy, we can share like all the feelings that we got, and we can talk about spirituality and weird stuff sometimes that other people were just are you crazy? No. So yeah, for me you are really my cosmic sister, and you are the only one.
like when she told me, because I had done a substantial backing on one of the decks and like on Kickstarter, she's like, "Are you crazy? What are you
Yeah. Oh yeah,
doing?"
but
So
it's fun,
okay.
it's fun
So I'm
moment.
so happy you guys got to meet, a really good friend of mine. This isn't, of course, everything about her. I just, didn't want to make this video too long. There's a lot, that she has going on. There's a lot, about her, a lot of different facets. She's a very interesting person, very jovial, very fun. Has that, childlike heart, which, I do too. And so when I sign off of my videos, I always say peace, love, and chicken grease, and then I say peace out. But Steph, would you like to sign us out today with your sign out? How do you sign out of your videos? And that will be our way of saying peace out today.
Okay, I will say it in French and in English. Okay, so take care of you, and how this is like light kisses. I don't know. So this is very weird in English, I have to say. So this is like, oh yeah, prenez soin de vous. Bisous lumière.
Thank you guys. Peace
Thank
out.
you, Sarah. Thank you, guys.